see but a hand, okay, certainly.
Bonnie Fraley from Devon, 112. I have a question about the pipes in the hallway. It was my understanding that they were to be white, so that they would not have to be painted or boxed in, but they appear to be gray.
They can't be white. They have to be the schedule of size that handles the pressure that we need. Oakland Park, I believe, I don't want to misquote, they handle a very large amount. But Oakland Park only pumps out certain pressure, and that's what we get. You don't have to worry.
Well, my question involves...
All right, go ahead. I'm afraid I'm not the engineer,
I
but I'll help you.
wasn't here the night of the meeting, so I
Okay.
feel very fortunate that I was able to view the tapes. And Mr. Willard specifically said that we were getting white pipes in the
No,
hallway.
they will be painted white.
They'll be painted.
They will be painted white.
But
Right.
he was speaking of the cost saving, because they were white, they would not have to be painted.
There are white pipes that come in that go on the ground. If you've noticed the ones that they put in the ground, those are a different type of pipe, different schedule, and they are white. I know, I thought that, I
We'll
felt,
be painting them rather than boxing them in.
Boxing them in is like $100,000.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. I just
Yes.
wondered what other costs we were going to be incurring.
Yeah. Down the road, I really can't say at this time. I don't want to quote anything that's not right. We haven't even looked into that. What we want to do is get the pipes installed. That's our emergency. That's the thing we have to solve tonight, and that's what we have to work on. Complete
They will be
cooperation.
painted white.
And the pipes are on the first floor. Everyone thinks those pipes are going to be on every floor. They're only on the first. They will be painted white. And I think they will be acceptable when the job is done. I do feel that people who have the education to question them, I feel that I'm fairly, educated, but I really am not an engineer. Mr. Willard is. You need him. Go ahead, George.
If you wanted to bank those pipes, it'd cost you about $85,000 more.
Right. If we wanted to
Put 'em in
cubby
the wall,
hole,
yeah.
put a soffit.
On the
So,
other side, if you want to put them in the
In the
wall,
wall,
it costs about
yes.
$85,000.
right. It just so happens that Avon is a 30, I think it's about a 34-and-a-half-year-old building, Avon. That building is cement. Believe it or not, it's cement. It isn't even brick, it's cement. It really is, it's really set for the hurricane. Avon will always stay there. Okay, I can't recognize you.
Tony, Leslie, the thing that bothers me is the way those pipes are and with the connections and with this pipe work that you get in the washrooms, they're always breaking things. There's a lot of spike work. Who's to say what they're gonna do with those pipes? Anybody can attack those pipes. Anybody can move those things. I don't understand. To me, it's so accessible, it's ridiculous.
I think right now that's a new point. When something happens, I'm sure the board will do something at that point.
Well, when something happens, it's gonna really be a flood, isn't it?
No, it won't be a flood. Wait a minute, you got the wrong idea.
you can turn it.
All that they would have done was shut your water
Shut
off.
the water down or some.
They would have
whatever.
shut your water off. If somebody is spiteful toward you,
Well,
I
I've
lived in
seen
the
one of
terrace
those
for
pipes burst.
15 years.
They-
and I've never,
A few
we've
days
never
ago.
had one
No, I mean,
occur.
there was the main shut-off valve outside. I don't remember anybody ever shutting them off, except when the plumber had to do emergency work.
The pipes that are up there now
Yeah.
burst apart, and there was a
But
big
why
flood.
worry about something that we don't know
Yeah,
what
I
happened?
They had to shut off.
I
No,
don't
we
know.
really
I
can't
You
worry
have
about
it inside
something
your
that may never
house.
happen.
And it's,
In your closet.
But they have one outside too, in Avon. I've seen it.
Yeah, well, there's one now. Originally, there was one. Well, that's inside the apartment. Oh, it's on the outside.
All right, one
Mr.
at a time.
Ravenay?
I for the line, because Howard wanted to do it.
Sure, go right ahead.
Ed from down at 316 in Bristol. Why can't the board send out a notice to all owners that they must be allowed in, and if they don't get allowed in, they're going to have the locksmith come down and they will be billed for it?
That's in the law, sir.
It's in the bullets,
You
we're
did that
putting
already,
everything on the
Leslie.
bulletin board, that's
You
already
did
been
that
Never mind
notified.
putting it on the
You
bulletin,
did
send
that
them out to
already.
the
You already
individual
sent the
owners.
notice out.
Yes, we did send the notice out, Mr.
And if the
Rampone.
owners are warned that they'll pay for them, then they
Everyone
can't
did
object
get a
afterwards.
notice.
The board makes a lot of rules and regulations, why can't they do that?
Yeah.
We already have.
I haven't received one.
Yes, Ed.
Yes, you have.
It went with the special assessment letter. There was a note on the bottom that says we need access, correct?
Right.
Remind me exactly
Yeah.
what it said. Access and clean out the closets.
Right? It gave you
But it
direction.
didn't say you were gonna have to pay for the guy, the locksmith.
Well, that's in the rules, I think.
That's in the rules and
I think if you go
regulations,
back to
that's in the
rules.
condo in the state of Florida law. Who would you think would, if you don't open your door, do you want all of us to pay for it? Well, of course.
Well,
If you just put it into a common sense way, that's how you have to do it. You have to adapt your living in a condo to common sense. That's it. If there's any more questions, please ask now, or forever hold your peace. Okay, Pietro,
Half an hour wait. That's it.
I'm sorry, please excuse me.
Have 2 days I wait to the plumber.
Uh-huh.
So yesterday and today. You know, I want to talk to the guy. I said, Monte, I want to do the job in my apartment. That's what I want to say.
Yes,
You
I know
complain
that.
the people here no home. I'm still 2 days in the home.
Yes, I do know
You see?
that.
That's it.
I do know that, but I am again telling you, it is your neighbors who are delaying you, not the plumber. The plumber is there with 6 men. He cannot do yours until he has finished the
Yeah,
other
but
stuff.
he said he come yesterday, Wednesday. I'm still home all the day. Today, all the day. He no come. I spoke to the guy, he said, I can everything later. He come Monday.
Yes,
That's it.
that is true.
Yeah.
And again, you have my
Yeah, he complain
apology.
the people they close to the door, have a key,
Yes,
He
but
pay down, he pay amount
It
for
is-
$25, $25 hour or the day, I don't know.
The day.
The day, huh?
What?
Yeah, today that's $50 coming with me. That's true?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand you.
No, the people in Ostia today in the home, they pay $50, huh? $25 a day, huh? I'm still an apartment,
Yeah.
so I get it $50
I
myself.
don't think so.
I don't think so.
I make a lot of money, no?
I don't think so.
besides that, my $25 an hour guard came with a license and a gun and a whip and a chair. And see, you don't have a whip and a chair, so we can't hire you.
Any other questions?
Are there any other questions from the floor? Okay, thank you very much. Let's move on then. Is there any other unfinished business that we have? I think we,
I just have one question.
Yes.
It was only something I noticed on the bulletin board. I see you took Harold's name off on the list
Yes.
of board of directors, but you
Yes.
changed your titles. Do we have different titles, or we're no
We
longer?
didn't change any titles,
I
we
think
just
it's
put board of directors.
Didn't you used to have treasurer and vice
We
president?
couldn't get it on, the card would only take so long, so we changed them
Oh.
and something went out of whack.
No, that's okay, but
Yeah.
we're still the same titles.
We're
and
still the
everything.
same
Oh,
titles,
okay.
vice president, treasurer, secretary, and assistant
Okay, I
treasurer.
wasn't sure why that had been changed or something.
Right,
Okay,
Yeah.
that was my only question.
yeah, we did it last night.
is there any new business? I know you want to speak about the elevator and the,
Oh, yeah, there was just one other thing, and I touched on it lately. When the person got stuck in the elevator tonight, I went over there gladly, and they know it, with a smile, even though I had to walk up 4 flights of stairs, panting. They told me that the elevator had been broken like that for more than a week. Some people are afraid to ride in it. It comes halfway up and it jogs, it doesn't land right. Now, I'm gonna tell you right out, that is your fault. You could have called me 24 hours a day for that elevator, 7 days a week. You could have come to the office. We have complete elevator service. I only have to call the man, and he is here within an hour. So if you wasted 7 days, how am I supposed to know? I don't ride the
I use the
elevator.
elevator all the time, that's not true, there was nothing wrong with the elevator, it just went. It went. No, there wasn't. I use it all the time. But that happens, it's an old elevator, and it can happen just like that, but there was nothing wrong with the elevator, it was moving up and down. It just goes, it goes and goes.
Well, no, I had asked you this morning.
Let's say it wasn't working right for a week.
Okay, if that's all there is about the elevator, I have to say this. Call the office. Call me at home. Please, I don't want to be running up to the 4th floor with somebody stuck in there. My God, the man had such a good temperament. All he was worried about whether his dinner was ready. And he had to sit there for 20 minutes. But really, if there's something wrong, like an elevator or something that could endanger somebody's life, it isn't too much trouble to call me, call Mrs. Feenan, call the office. Please do that. We don't want you to get hurt or be locked in an elevator. And the people who are locked in will testify. The firemen came right out, got the man out in 2 minutes. And the elevator service, I hope, has been here. I haven't checked. Have they? Oh, did you walk? Oh, well, then I will check. I will be going back to the office after the meeting and I'll check with motion. Okay?
They wouldn't take them down.
Yeah, I'd like to make a comment on the pet control. I just want to make a comment on the pet control. As you know, the deadline is tomorrow on that. Any animals in here now are grandfathered in. But someone came to me last week and said that they knew that someone else was going to bring in a pet, and because they thought that they could bring in a pet before the 24th and they'd be grandfathered in. Of course, that wasn't true. So I asked them to give me the name of that person and refused to do it. Well, unless you people help us control it, how are we going to know if someone brings in a pet? Now, if someone brings in a cat or a bird next door to you and is new, you've got to notify the office. You know, you're not tattletaling. We can't go around to 230 apartments and monitor them. So it's entirely up to you people to let us know if any new pets are brought in. Otherwise, we might just as well forget the whole thing.
That was true, because last night, last night the person that we called in New York, we were not aware that they had their condominium lease. I mean, that's the truth. They're at 320. I mean, it's just amazing sometimes you think, how did that slip by? And it's like, you just can't go from door to door knocking, or, so thank you for your time. Oh, I'm sorry.
I just wanted to know the status of the dryer in the disco building on the 2nd floor.
What is it?
The status of the dryer on the 2nd floor, it's been revented. Each dryer has a vent. It is a 20-pound dryer. You cannot take 30 pounds of clothes, which you are used to doing, and put it into a 20-pound dryer and think they are going